For the past 25 days, I've been using the XP Pen Deco Pro Gen 2 as my daily driver. So when a beginner or professional asks me what drawing tablet they should get, I can make an informed recommendation. Now remember, this is not a sponsored video. These opinions are all my own. I bought this XP pen with my own money simply because I wanted to see how it compared to my Wacom. For the last 25 years, I've exclusively used Wacom drawing tablets, and this Intuos Pro model I bought 3 years ago, and it's been my daily driver ever since. But I wanted to see how well it compared to an XP pen tablet in both style and functionality. For the price point that the XP pen is at, I was absolutely shocked by the build quality. I was not expecting it to be this well constructed. The entire backside is aluminum, giving it a nice heft, and these rubberized feet, when this gets placed down, this thing is not going anywhere. On the top of the tablet, you have the power/Bluetooth button, as well as a switch allowing you to pair it up to 2 devices. And right in the very middle, you have the USB-C port, allowing you to power or use the tablet in a wired mode. And even though the Bluetooth remote is made completely of plastic, it doesn't flex or bend at all. So it does feel like a nice quality product. The only thing that does give me a bit of concern is the actuation of the buttons themselves. And then we have the pen travel case and holder. It's made of one continuous piece of metal, and absolutely love that. The inside is all rubberized, which the pen is held in by friction alone. You have a Bluetooth adapter and 8 different pen nibs. And then we have the drawing pen itself. It's beautifully designed with this taper at the end, allowing you to hold it without losing any grip. And the buttons are well placed for you to either use with your finger or, like me, your thumb. And at the very end, there is an eraser for you to use. If you're interested in purchasing the XP Pen Deco Pro Gen 2 or learning more about the technical specifications, there's an Amazon affiliate link in the description. Otherwise, go to the link in my profile. Scroll down to Amazon recommendations and see all the products I personally own and recommend. Even though the hardware feels really well constructed, the software, on the other hand, feels like it needs a little bit of work. One major point of concern that I have when it comes to the software is in the menu bar. If I click the XP Pen icon here and accidentally hit exit, it will shut the software off, making the tablet non-functional. So if I don't have a mouse or a trackpad included with my computer, I'm not able to use any input device. There's nothing wrong with the XP Pen software. It just feels like it's a little antiquated and could use a little more modernization. Across the very top, we have all the different programs that we can add to the tablet itself, and you can use this plus and minus button to add and remove other pieces of software. On the left-hand side, we have the tablet, pen, and configurations for the software, but it is missing the Bluetooth remote, and I'll show you where that is in just a moment. So here under the tablet, we have a working area. This will allow us to change and modify how we want the tablet to function across multiple monitors that we have on our system. Clicking on pen settings, this allows us to change all the functionality associated to our stylus, our pen. And of course, across the top, we can assign different functionality to different pieces of software. On here, you'll see under Illustrator, I have my front button set to Command Z, and then my back button set to Shift Command Z, so undo and redo. You can assign different functionality to any button or even the eraser of the pen just by going through the shortcut key settings. And then, of course, at the very bottom, the little gear is our settings, which allows us to export the configuration or import configurations from other tablets that you might have from XP Pen. Now, the question is, where is the remote, the Bluetooth remote? Well, that took me a moment. It's up top here. You'll see we have this little chevron right here, and that takes us over to the shortcut remote. Now, I don't understand why it's not on the left-hand side, because to me, it should be over there. And the same thing applies here. We can then go through and assign different functionality to different pieces of software, or in this case, I set K9 to my monitor switcher. So every time I press the K9 button on the remote, it will switch which monitor that I'm on. But that brings up another point of contention that I have. When I press the K9 button once, it'll switch me over to another monitor. When I press it a second time, the tablet then has the mouse or the pen go across all monitors that I have on my system. And when I press it a third time, it will go back to my primary screen. I don't like that. And the last thing that I really don't like about the software is it's not really integrated into the OS itself. I always have to have the software running. So every time that I'm in my application switcher, I'm always seeing the XP Pen software there. But that's not a big deal. It's just a personal preference. And now for the ultimate question, would I recommend the XP Pen Deco Pro Gen 2? The answer to that is yes. The build quality of this tablet is shockingly good. I was impressed by how well constructed it was. The software, on the other hand, is a little bit to be desired. It needs a little bit of refinement, but you're not spending a lot of time in it. You're pretty much setting it and getting out of there. But for the price point that this tablet is at, you can't go wrong. So whether or not you're a beginning graphic designer, digital artist, or seasoned professional like myself, the Deco Pro Gen 2 is something you need to give some serious consideration to, especially when looking for your next drawing tablet.